Colorado River, rushing through Arizona for 5 million years, has uncovered nearly 2 billion years of Earth's geological history. The Grand Canyon is considered a holy place by many of the Native Americans, and I think most of the visitors that come from around the world would agree with this. When the topic of the western United States gets brought up, I think a lot of people envision the same thing in their head. Wide open desert landscapes, huge beautiful plateaus that span the horizon, and there's one natural landmark that epitomizes the Wild West in its entirety. The Grand Canyon attracts a lot of attention for just being a big hole in the ground. The Grand Canyon is 277 miles long and up to 18 miles wide, and has a depth of a little over a mile, or 6,093 feet deep. What's cool about the Grand Canyon is it can be a completely different experience depending on where you access it from. A couple years ago, me and the boys headed up to the North Rim, which is a little bit more remote. And even though you're just on the opposite side of the big hole, the climate can be completely different. The North Rim is quite a bit cooler because of the higher elevation. But this time around, we wanted to try out the south side of the Grand Canyon, which is a little bit more developed and a little bit more accessible to the masses. That being said, the sheer vastness and beauty of the Grand Canyon is undeniable, and every time I see it, it's hard to not just stand there in amazement. Although the Grand Canyon is used and enjoyed in many different ways by its thousands of visitors every year, for us it was just one more excuse to get out and ride the Harleys. A road trip on Harley-Davidsons to the Grand Canyon doesn't get any more stereotypical, but it's one of those rides that never gets old, and the countryside to and from has a lot of open, two-lane highways. All right, headed out on another adventure. This time we're headed to the Grand Canyon. And we've done the North Rim. We did the North Rim about a couple years ago, but this time we're doing the South Rim. We're headed through Lake Havasu City. We're gonna stop there tonight, actually. We got a big Airbnb, and we got a big crew this time. We got, I think, like 10 riders or something like that. We have the privilege of riding with Chris here on his new CVO Pan America. Chris, take us around the bike, my friend.
2024 CVO Pan America, 25th anniversary. Yeah. So you got all the cool features. You know, you got the saddlebags that come with the bike, foot controls, the guard for the exhaust, the quick shifter. You have the color matched frame right there. The hand painted fuel tank by Gunslinger.
We gotta get you in sales, dude. Hell of a salesman here. Chris has done a bunch of bikes over the years. Chris actually used to work here, and you know, he's done the lowriders, he's done the street glides, the CVO street glides, and he most recently traded in a lowrider ST.
Chris is gonna make Pan Americas cool.
Exactly, Pan Americas are the coolest. You just haven't figured it out yet, and you're gonna figure it out really quick.
That's right, I love it. We got like 4 Pan Americas on the trip here. We got his brother Ryan as well, who actually just started working here. He's on the enthusiast here. I've got my Pan America Deadwood Green, a 21 model year, and then we got Nick on his 21 model year Pan America as well. We're not doing any off-roading. Yeah, my street glide I typically would take, but I'm selling my street glide right now. As you guys know, I'm getting a new road glide this year. So don't want to put any more miles on the street glide, just had a service, so taking the Pan America on this one. Gassing up. Next stop, we're gonna stop off in like Palm Springs area. I think Indio is where we're stopping, grab some in and out. But yeah, we got a crew. I think we got like 9 or 10 riders here and a passenger here.
Yeah, her first time ever, and she's never been to the Grand Canyon too, so that's cool.
Hey, double first timer, I like it. Brando, a staple in the Laidlaw's crew now.
Yeah, I'm channeling my inner Matt mustache on this trip too.
I love it.
Not bad, huh?
Can't wear it, you know, Brandon will.
Someone had to represent. Me and Nick are holding it down, dude.
I love it, I love it. We got some new blood here in the crew. We got Evan on the Lowrider ST. Welcome to the crew, Evan.
Oh yeah, good to be here, man.
This will be his first voyage on the White Sand Pearl Lowrider ST. Let's go.
I got some water here. We got some young bloods on this trip.
Ryan.
Crew on the Dyna.
First trip with the Laidlaw crew. We got some other staples here, Eric, on the new road glide. We got some random chicks over there saying hi.
Hey, bro, we haven't even left yet.
On another new bike. There's guys, future video to come on Steve's road glide. Anybody need any water in their bottle?
I got one in mine. I'll lighten your load.
Got Ryan on the Enthusiast Edition Pan America. First trip with the Laidlaw's crew.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Absolutely. Oh, in the 4.
There you go.
There we go.
So this was going to be another Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson crew rides with our typical timetable where we try to pack everything into 2.5 days of riding. So on Saturday night, we were going to leave right after work and try to log 200 or 300 miles to get as close to our destination as possible. And Brandon had the idea of making our stop off for the night at Lake Havasu City, which I think was an awesome idea, by the way. And I think most people, if you typed in Lake Havasu City from Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson, most people would probably go up the 15 freeway and out the 40. But we decided to take the 10 through Palm Springs area past Joshua Tree and then up the 177 or Rice Road. And we were going to hit that like in the pitch black, which was kind of a cool road, by the way. And then cross over the Colorado River into Parker, then up into Lake Havasu City. And so I liked this route. It was a good way to switch it up. We've been out the 40 a million times. And so this was a welcome change to what would be the typical route out to the Grand Canyon area. So Lake Havasu City is where we had our Airbnb. We got a big house where everybody stayed under one roof. So we got to keep the fun and the laughs going through the night. You always know when you're getting closer to Palm Springs, when the traffic dies down a little bit, you lose a couple lanes on both sides of the highway, and the urban jungles are replaced with mountains scattered with the white windmills all over. Our first stop off would be in Indio, California, where we'd stop to grab a bite to eat at the crowd favorite In-N-Out Burger. And then when we got out of there, the sun would be going down, so we'd have a few hours riding into the night. We'd be hitting the wavy route of Rice Road before we crossed over the Colorado River and into our final destination of Lake Havasu City. Stopped off here in Indio, and I guess Coachella's going on. I think the big stuff was last weekend, but got some rave music in the background here. Got some partiers.
Did I not get the memo on the cowboy hat stuff, dude?
Oh yeah, dude.
Hey, look at these guys.
That's why we have the emails, dude. You gotta read them.
I guess.
Read your emails.
I don't think I left out of that email chain. Because I read my emails once in a while.
Dude, check us out. Made a custom hat maker.
Dang.
Not bad, huh?
Four pack. You know, I'm thinking accessory, P&A accessory, man.
Just a prototype? Just a prototype. Well, in the works.
I think you should sell it to Harley.
Maybe.
So we got some in and out here. Then I think the next stop probably be Lake Havasu City.
Where's your cowboy hat, dude?
I don't know. I didn't get the memo
Did you
either.
get the email?
Yeah. I was like, hell yeah, good art. I was dying or something.
Swapping over my lens here, going to the clear lens, getting the dark off.
Oh, I'm good.
You look already wasted, bro. We just got started.
Final stretch before we get into Lake Havasu City for our Airbnb for the night.
I go shit for 1 second and y'all are gone.
You gonna make a special run or what, dude?
Yeah, dude, a little D-double-E-double-R-U-N, you know? Had to get some yellow bellies. Yeah, 805, yeah. You only drink Coors Cold in Colorado.
There's a sign on the spa that says no drinking in the spa.
Oh, I'll drink outside the spa, but in the spa.
See, that's
I just do, yeah.
Our podcast, we're starting.
So every time we're all gonna have some sort of matching fungal disorder after this.
Oh, God. Please don't say
There's
that.
way too much.
I think there's enough chlorine. I think we're good.
By like day 5, it smelled like a wet foot. It was so bad. Like it was the water.
What's that, brother?
How do I think it's happening?
Good morning. Welcome from Lake Havasu City. So this Airbnb turned out pretty cool actually. We're kind of up on the hillside overlooking Lake Havasu out there. And it's April right now, so it's not like 110 degrees, 120 degrees that it normally would be if like we were here in 2 months or 3 months, like in August in summertime. But yeah, from here we're gonna go check out this cool like locals breakfast spot kind of on the river, kind of get the whole Lake Havasu, Colorado River vibe going on. And then we're gonna make our way across east, across the 40 into Williams, and then north from Williams and into the south rim of the Grand Canyon. So should be good. Weather should be in our favor. I think it's supposed to be like mid-70s today, so we kind of timed it perfectly. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Morning, guys. How we feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready.
You know, at first it was like an oven, man. The first like hour and a half or so, but then I was able to crack open the door and get some wind flow, and it cooled down enough. But that's the thing about the river. It's just kind of always hot out here, man.
There's sardines in there. It's too hot.
Well, you guys' AC worked really good.
Oh yeah, ours in the building was there. Well, your guys' building, I was like,
Yeah.
if anyone wants a touring tip, okay? You go to your local parts department and you bring these with you, okay?
Battery
Right?
phone.
Nobody wants to punch their pin in the whole time they're on a trip.
The secret to enjoying your Pan America is making sure the bike battery is good and the key fob battery is good. Those two things will solve 99% of your problems on a Pan America. Nick brought his girlfriend Diana, and she was feeling a little bit sore on the booty area, and so I have the sundowner seat on my Pan America, and so we swapped it out. It's pretty easy to swap seats on this bike, so I swapped it out for the stock one with Nick's.
If anyone's wondering, you can mix and match apparently the low seat with the hammock, or what, no, the sundowner, excuse me.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, we'll see how she likes it. What's up, guys? see if Brandon and Evan are awake.
Very moody. Definitely a little party house going on up in here.
Got the spa back here. Hit that last night.
This is our separate little house that Rue and I stayed in last night. I think we're gonna drive across the London Bridge for filming's sake. You know, check it out. London Bridge was in London, literally. We disassembled it, shipped it all the way over here to America, Lake Havasu, and rebuilt it. So it's kind of a cool like landmark in the town.
Rue on the diner. Oh, thanks, brother. Of course. Appreciate it, man. Some sunburn on. Here's some of the CVO Pan America over here. That carrier still intact?
Dude, perfectly intact.
Love it. Air expect, never gets any bugs on it for whatever reason. Always clean. You running the GoPro Max, Steve?
Yeah.
I need to grab some of that footage from you.
If you're into the boating scene in Arizona, you'll know that underneath the London Bridge is a big party scene for the boating community. We were kind of here before peak season, so there wasn't a whole lot of boats congregating around. But if you catch this area in the peak seasons in the summer, you'll see tons of boats just out there having a good time. After we checked out the London Bridge area, we headed north on the 95 up to the I-40 and then headed west, which was actually the opposite direction that we ultimately wanted to head in. But it was just a little bit of a detour to check out the Topock 66, which is a really cool river restaurant. It gets real crazy during the summertime. Again, we were here before peak season, so it was a little bit more tame, but you got a nice view of the river, a lot of the boats coming and going, and we felt like we had the time to go to somewhere that was a lot better than just like a chain restaurant. So we actually backtracked a little bit west on the 40 because we wanted to hit up Topock, which is this cool little restaurant right here on the edge of the Colorado River. Found some shade. It's definitely warmer than I thought it was going to be out here, but it's all good. It's not too bad. Yeah, we're going to check out Topock here. This is a really cool little section of Route 66. If you continue to follow this road in, you'll hit up Oatman, which is a cool little ride we did with the 2-lane boys. Yeah, we actually passed this on our way out to the 40 when we were coming home from our Route 66 trip with those guys, and now we're going to stop and check it out. Can't say I've ever been here. Nice assets, guys.
Thanks, man. I made a detour a whole like 10 miles back on the 40 just to sit in some butt chairs.
I was wondering there for a second if everybody kind of knew the plan. Everyone was probably like, why are we going home?
Why are we going backwards?
Yeah, why are we going backwards on the 40?
Look, the train's even coming through right now. Look at it.
This is a great breakfast spot. You cannot beat it.
Breakfast is good. Topock's a great little river stop off. A lot of people roll in here in their boats, stop off, grab lunch, breakfast, whatever. We're gonna head up to the 40, go east towards Williams, and stop for gas about 60 miles or so. So here's our day 2 on the map. So we were going to start off in Lake Havasu City, and then this is where we had breakfast at the Topock 66, and then we were going to shoot east on the 40 here. And we continue on the 40, keep going up, go past Kingman, keep cruising on the 40 here. We would get gas somewhere around here, be our first gas stop for the day. Keep cruising on the 40, past Ligman, all that stuff, past Ash Fork. Then we would go into Williams. Williams is where we would get our second gas stop for the day. And then from Williams, we would head on the 40 just for a minute, and then we would hit up this Highway 64. This 64 is what takes you up into the Grand Canyon National Park. So cruise up to 64. This is a pretty nice 2-lane highway. This is the entrance, official entrance into the Grand Canyon National Park. And then we took the 64 down. There's a lot of really cool like views that you can stop off at, a lot of cool different viewpoints you can stop off at. We didn't. We went all the way over to this Desert View Watchtower. Desert View Watchtower is a pretty cool little spot. So came in here, plenty of parking here at the Desert View Watchtower. And then we were gonna actually go 3 miles and go down to the Grand Canyon National Park sign, but just for time's sake, it was kind of starting to get dark. We wanted to get out of there before all the traffic was starting up, people heading out of the park. So we did not do that, but this is a cool little, photo op if you guys want to do that. And then we had actually planned on going the 64 down the 89 through Flagstaff and then back into Williams. We didn't do that though. We decided to just backtrack the whole way and go back on the same road. We felt like it was a little less mileage. Me personally, when I'm out on a road trip, I don't like to backtrack. I don't like to do the same road twice. So I originally had planned to just make a full loop around this area, but backtracking actually wasn't too bad at all. This is a cool road, and we hit it at sunset, and yeah, it just happened to be probably one of the best legs of the entire trip. And then getting back into Williams, then we stayed like basically on the main street on Route 66, and then we grabbed some food to eat that night right here in the downtown Williams area. Brandon with the clutch pickup, dude.
Dude.
At Topock 66.
The key to these short trips is you don't buy any, or you don't pack any clothes. You buy clothes along the way. You never run out of space in your bag.
Look at all those river party goers. That was Brandon right there.
That's right.
Taking pictures of girls' butts.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. I'll cut that whole video.
Nah, I probably won't cut that up.
Arrived in Williams, Arizona. Only probably about 50 or 60 miles north of us is the Grand Canyon. As you climb up the hill, headed towards Williams, I think it dropped like 10 degrees, so definitely cooled off now. We're like in the mid 70s, which is pretty nice. Daddy Butt Cheeks is bundling up now.
Yeah, we almost got hit by a tornado.
It's the Great Dust Bowl of 2024.
There's the Williams sign over there. Looks like Evan's dressing a little bit warmer as well. Dude, it dropped like 10 degrees almost instantly.
Oh, yeah. There was like little hot pockets though, like as it was going through.
Yeah, well, as the cloud like would shade you, like it would drop, and then when you got out of cloud coverage, it like warmed up a little bit.
It's now perfect riding weather now.
Yeah,
like the most perfect riding weather you could imagine.
Yeah, great riding weather. Steve, how you doing, dude? It's got a little bit dippy there, dude. Yeah, I was just saying that.
Get my check. And then it got hot instantly, like 5 minutes.
What year's the Road Glide, Steve? Tell us a little bit about the bike.
22 Road Glide. Just purchased it. I've been looking for a chrome one, and one day it just showed up and had to jump on it. Didn't have enough chrome. You know me, I like to go a little bit wild. So stay tuned for the video, man.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a full video on Steve's bike pretty soon, dude. It came out pretty awesome. All right, time to go, Brandon.
All right.
Time to move. We're gonna go look at that hole. Sorry, my hands. You're plugging them.
You ready? Kitty cat.
We finally made it to the entrance to the Grand Canyon, so we should be getting in there real soon. That was a nightmare, dude. made it to the South Rim, Grand Canyon. Pretty cool. We're trying to find the big hole at this point. I'm sure we'll find it soon. But my first impression, the North Rim just seems like less commercialized. Yeah, it's just a little bit more of a controlled environment in the South Rim. North Rim just seems a little bit like a little bit more raw. But we'll check it out. Here at Mathis Point.
Take a quick little, yep, that's good for me, bro.
There. You good? You got your look?
You see those guys over there? On the edge? That's where I'm trying to be.
I can't wait for
They're hiking? How did he get there?
No, I don't really see him. Oh, yeah, over
Right
there.
there.
You guys have to walk over there.
I'm down. I'm not in front of the edge.
Okay, so we're at the 8th wonder of the world, the Grand Canyon. You can see this place from space. Astronauts look at it all the time. It's a large hole. Did we leave Joe Dirt? The firmament? If you like large holes, this is the place to be. For show.
Just does.
No, seriously though, like this is pretty cool to check out. The conspiracy theorists will tell you it's a painting. It is not a painting. It is an actual red rock hole. Yeah, that's for you, Tony.
Left or right?
Let's just walk down here.
All right.
Try it.
All right, so we're leaving this section of the Grand Canyon. I think this is like the main area with the visitor center and everything. Cool, great views, it was awesome. But we're gonna go east from here. We're gonna hit up, I guess it's called the Watchtower. This old tower right there on the side of the canyon. I think it's a little less people, maybe we get some better like shots. So we're gonna go check that out and yeah, hang out there for a few minutes. Then we'll probably just head back into Williams and check out the nightlife in Williams, Arizona. So we're here at the Watchtower. It's about 19-20 miles east of like the main visitor center of Grand Canyon, and just a different vantage point of the whole Grand Canyon. Pretty cool, a little bit less crowded. Of course, it's a smaller area as well. But yeah, the Grand Canyon never disappoints. Pretty magnificent view, right, Ryan?
Yeah, it's extremely beautiful. It's in front of me, but it doesn't feel real.
Painting, right?
Yeah, like I don't like it. My brain is having a hard time wrapping around the fact that like
The sheer size,
just
the
like
vastness.
Yes, it's my first time to the Grand Canyon, so.
Oh, really? First timer?
Yeah, it's my first time, so it's pretty wild.
Speechless, dude?
Yeah,
or what?
like My mind is playing tricks on me, looking into the vastness of this space.
Got the watchtower over there. So I think we're on the base level of the tower, or yeah, I think like the base of where the tower's at. There's just kind of like some big viewing windows in here, kind of a cool circular room, cozy fireplace. To those of you who are thinking about getting into motorcycle touring, it isn't always easy and it isn't always comfortable. You may have to get over the intimidation of riding a heavy motorcycle. There may be times out on the road where it's really, really hot, and there may be times where it's really, really cold. There's going to be times where the weather just doesn't cooperate. Maybe you hit an unexpected rainstorm, or maybe you hit unfavorable road conditions. Sometimes there will be unfortunate mechanical issues. Maybe you hit a nail and get a flat. I guess all I'm saying is sometimes motorcycle touring isn't the most easy and predictable thing in the world. But I'll tell you what, all the time and the effort and the risk is all worth it when you have a moment when you're riding through the Arizona desert and the sun is setting over the Grand Canyon. Sometimes these perfect moments only happen once or twice on a motorcycle trip. Sometimes it's only for an hour. Sometimes it can be 3 or 4 hours. But these are the moments that you never forget about. Riding through the Grand Canyon National Park at sunset was that moment for me during this trip. What I've learned in motorcycling is if you can put yourself at the right place at the right time, and with a little bit of luck, being out on the open road on 2 wheels has easily brought me some of the coolest memories of my life. And in these moments, you're reminded of why you're a motorcyclist. Why you go to the effort to endure the long road trip in the heat and the cold and the rain, and you swing your leg over a raw engine and blaze down the open highway. I think those of us that will do things that very few people will do will also get rewarded in a way that very few people will ever be rewarded in. I think motorcycle touring is one of those things that a very low percentage of people are willing to do. And because of that, very few people will ever be able to experience what we experience. Made it to Williams. We're at the Wyndham Travel Lodge. Gonna check in here, then grab some food here in just a minute. You know, I gotta say, the ride out of the Grand Canyon at sunset was the highlight of the trip so far, and probably will be the highlight of the entire trip. Just riding at sunset through the woods and through the canyons, like, you really can't beat it. All right, cruising down Route 66 in Williams, Arizona. Shout out to Lance Corey, his favorite place, Lance Sr. And we're looking for a place to eat right now. So it's about 7:30. Got 9 people starving. We skipped lunch. Skipped lunch in lieu of the beautiful views of the Grand Canyon. Worth it. But yeah, we're trying to find a place to eat now. So we'll see what Williams has to offer. The Williams nightlife.
Steaks and barbecue. That's my spot.
You guys ever been to Cars Land at Disneyland?
Yeah.
This is it right here. This is Cars Land.
I say either this place or that brewery slash pizza place back there. That's my vote.
Steaks and barbecue?
Steaks and barbecue.
What do you want, Chris?
Oh man, the brewery sounds kind of good, I guess. The Italian place.
Alright.
I can never pass up barbecue.
Barbecue. Ooh, barbecue all the time.
Brewery is
Oh man. Oh.
What is it? Barbecue?
The
or
bar. Oh, it's tough. Barbecue.
Barbecue.
barbecue wins by
I think barbecue won. Let's check it out. We're gonna do the Route 66 barbecue place. Bikes, babes, and beers. All right, we got everything all covered here. We're good.
They're trying to play a game. Who can get the most? Yeah, look at this.
You gonna eat all that, Brandon?
I'm not trying, dude. There's like 3 pounds of meat on this thing.
No problem. Don't worry.
We all are.
Pork sandwich?
Right here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's crispy. I got like the chick meal, dude.
It's very cute.
Dude.
The Route 66 steaks and barbecue was good. You guys agree, right? Everyone liked their dinner?
Yep.
So that was a success. Good choice. Highly recommend it. I had the French dip sandwich. It was good. Most of the guys had the sampler where they got like brisket, ribs, a bunch of different meats, sausage. But the night is still young. Time to go hit the town. That's a cool little mural over there.
Just walk in the middle of the street like cameras.
Wisdom for your future. Remember, it's a whole heap better to do all the things you think you should than to spend the rest of your life wishing you had. Are you lonesome tonight? Well, don't be leaving this place like it's Heartbreak Hotel. Live it up, baby, and start by giving the king more coins for more wisdom.
Live it up, Evan. You heard the man.
Hell yeah.
Starting off day 3 here, heading out of Williams right now. We're just basically headed home today. We're gonna take the 89 down to, I don't even know what that is. We're gonna head down to the 10 basically. We're not gonna take the 40 west, we're gonna take the 10 west. But yeah, I guess, I think we might be going through Prescott. So we're taking that through and just headed home. It's been a fun trip. Eric came up with a good suggestion to hit up the 89 south instead of just heading out the 40 west like we typically would to get back home. Heading down the 89 is a lot more interesting. It's a lot more of a back windy road instead of just a long, boring, straight interstate highway. So we opted for the back road feel, and just south of Prescott on the 89 there's also a really cool windy canyon road which never gets old. This was a trip that we timed pretty well with the weather. We were here around mid-April, but by the time we hit the 10 and started heading west back into California, the temperatures were reaching 100 degrees. Then going through Palm Springs, we stopped off to grab some dinner. Temps were definitely on the rise and we were feeling the heat. But one thing's for sure, the Grand Canyon on a Harley-Davidson will never get old. It's just one of those great American motorcycle trips that has got to be every motorcyclist's top 10 bucket list item. Maybe it's all the cool little western towns along the way. Maybe it's all the cool historical Route 66 stop-offs and gas stations you can spend some time at. Maybe it's the little diners that are trapped in time. Maybe it's just the overwhelmingly huge size of the Grand Canyon that almost takes your breath away every time you see it. Whatever it is, there's only one thing I know for sure. It's best experienced on two wheels.
Your fortune is clear as a bell. Are you rocking into Jailhouse or checking into Heartbreak Hotel? Come on and find out.
We're checking into the Lodge by Wyndham tonight. Does that work?